Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a cyber attack that is just shockingly simple. We are going to show you how one single click can give a hacker complete access to your phone's camera, your microphone, and even your precise location.
I mean, it's a pretty scary thought, isn't it? But the answer, well, it's a sobering yes. So let's dive into exactly how a link that looks totally innocent becomes a really powerful weapon. And here's the kicker. It's not through some super complex code, but through clever social engineering.
The attack we're looking at today is honestly a masterclass in manipulation. It doesn't need to smash through your phone's security with brute force or anything like that. Nope, it just needs to trick you, the person holding the phone, into opening the door and pretty much handing over the keys.
At the very heart of this is social engineering. The entire strategy, the whole thing, revolves around creating a fake website, what we call a phishing page, that looks totally legit. When you click the link, your own web browser, the one you trust, is actually turned against you. It pops up a permission request that seems totally routine, but it's not. Not at all.
So you might be wondering, what kind of software even makes this possible? And this is the scary part. These tools are open source and they're just out there, available to anyone. Let's look at the two key pieces, what we'll call the lure, which sets the trap, and the bridge, which connects the attacker to you.
Okay, so first up is the lure. It's a tool called Stormbreaker. And get this, you can find it right on GitHub. Its one and only job is to create that deceptive phishing website. It's designed to look just like a normal site that needs to, use your location for directions or maybe your camera for a new profile picture. But wait, how does the attacker get that fake website from their own private computer out onto the public internet? Well, that's where the second tool, Enro, comes in. Think of it like a secure tunnel. It takes the website running on the attacker's laptop and gives it a public web address that, you guessed it, can be sent to anyone, anywhere in the world.
So how does an attacker actually put these two tools together? You might think it's this long, complicated process, but it's really not. It's just a few straightforward steps that turn these tools into a weapon.
It's pretty quick. First, they download Stormbreaker right from GitHub. Second, they install all the software bits and pieces it needs to run. Third, they run the program on their own computer and poof, there's the fake site. And finally, they use Enro to generate that public link. So in just a matter of minutes, a piece of code on a private machine becomes a live weapon on the internet, all ready to be sent to a target.
All right, let's get to the crucial moment. I want to show you how this plays out from two very different points of view. What the victim sees and what the attacker sees. And believe me, the contrast is chilling. It all begins with just one click. The link could show up anywhere, an email, a text message, a social media DM, and it's disguised as something you totally click on. A news article, a tracking link for a package, anything. You click it and your browser opens the page. And this is where the deception is just brilliant. On your screen, you see that familiar little pop-up from your browser asking for permission to use your camera and location. Seems harmless, right? We see these all the time. But on the attacker's screen, the second you land on that page, their dashboard just lights up. Instantly, they have your IP address, your device type, your general location. And if you click Allow, well, everything changes. The moment you grant that permission, the attacker's dashboard becomes a command center for your private life. They get a live feed from your camera. They can listen in through your microphone. They can see your exact GPS coordinates on a map updated in real time. And it's all just there, neatly organized and delivered to them instantly. Okay, so after seeing how easily this trap is set, you're probably wondering, how do I protect myself? Well, the good news is the defense is just as simple as the attack. It all comes down to a single decision you have to make. This is the most important thing to remember. Without your consent, this whole attack is completely powerless. The hacker can send you the link, they can get you to the fake page, but they can't access a single thing unless you explicitly click Allow. Your skepticism, that's their kryptonite. So from now on, before you ever click Allow on one of these permission pop-ups, just pause for a second. Run through a quick mental checklist. Do I actually trust this site? Why does this website need my microphone? Does this online game really need my exact location? Questioning the why behind the request is your single most powerful defense. Look, understanding these tactics isn't about making you paranoid. It's about making you empowered. By knowing how these social engineering attacks actually work, you can spot the red flags and make smarter decisions. Because in our digital world, a little bit of healthy suspicion is honestly the best security you can have.